weather that we are having here. But the show must go on. Hey guys, it's Sahara Coleman here. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today's video is unboxing a giveaway that I won from a YouTuber. I'm so excited, and I am truly grateful to Austin&Nowah for this giveaway prize. I have the box right here, but before I go ahead and unbox it and demo/review it, I just want to let you guys know, please, I will leave a link down to Austin&Nowah's channel below. You guys are going to love them. They are amazing. They are fabulous. It comes very well packaged. You gotta secure the goods. Never want anything breaking. Oh my gosh, that just went everywhere and I'm gonna have to clean that up. It was a Morphe giveaway. So you guys know last month was Pride Month. So Morphe was doing a Pride, well, I think pretty much every brand was doing like a release for Pride Month. In there, he kept the little Morphe bag, which is so cute. You guys, like, I was looking at this Morphe bag and I cannot believe how much Morphe actually puts into their bags. This is like if you go into their store. Look at how cute the bag is. So it says Morphe on both sides, and it has the little Morphe design. Under it, it just says reusable. On the side, I'm gonna try to make this work, but it says Morphe.com right here on both sides. And then when you open up the bag, it says blend the rules. And then it also has the M logo on there. Stuff that's in here. The first thing is the Morphe eyelid primer. This is in translucent. And I'm also really excited because I've never tried any of Morphe's makeup products. You guys know I love their brushes. Jaclyn Hill put me on to some of their brushes, like the face brush, the M501, and like the highlighting brush. So I really love their brushes. They are amazing. Live in Color brush set. Very colorful, very pretty. It actually comes in this plastic that you have to slide out. It's like a tube. And here is the packaging. It's such beautiful packaging, colorful rainbow with the Morphe logo in gold. The packaging, it actually feels like leather, maybe pleather, but it does have that feeling to it. It feels very good, excellent quality. When you open it up, you have to open it this way. It is a magnetic closure. And here are the beautiful brushes. I am so excited for these brushes. Like, do you guys see? Like, these brushes are my calling, okay? Like, this is everything that I want in a brush right here. Like, not even, I know, it's like, what did she talk about? But like, not even like the actual quality, because I know Morphe has excellent quality brushes, but the design, it's like an eyeshadow brush for the eyes, but it has art on it, you know? It has the paint, and you guys know I love drawing. Not so much painting, but I do love drawing. So to add that as artistry into a brush, I just love the detail. I'll get into it, but I do want to continue because I do want to move on to the demo. I don't want to, you know, oh, I don't want to waste too much time. I didn't even, this part right here goes out on both sides. Wow, that's cool. So it's like you can just pull it down to reach for one. I am going to keep these in this case because they're so cute. So every time I wash these brushes, I'm just going to throw them back in here. This is the 25L Live in Color palette. This palette looks huge. Maybe it's just the box, but here is how the packaging looks. This is the palette. So this is the box next to the palette. Definitely the box was just the big thing. But here is the gorgeous palette. Packaging is the same to the brush set. Here is the back of the palette. The palette is cardboard, not plastic. I have heard that Morphe's packaging is plastic most of the time. So this is a cardboard. Excellent quality still. If you guys hear that noise, it's my chair. I know it could get annoying, but hopefully it won't. So when you open it up, it's another magnetic closure. Wait. I have to do it. Look at this palette. Yeah, that's the camera I'm using, but here's the packaging. And on the mirror, it looks like an excellent quality mirror. There's a plastic. I always leave the plastic on because the eyeshadows touch the mirror and then it gets dirty. But on top of the mirror it says make life colorful, and then here are the shades. I'm actually going to turn it upside. Let me take this plastic off. The shades that we are working with. Like I said before, I usually don't do swatches anymore because I hear a lot of people that are 50-50 whether they like swatches or not. It doesn't show like how it's really gonna perform on the eyes, but I really do want to swatch these. But I am gonna go back to the brush set for a second so you guys will know what brushes you receive in here. Oh, I just noticed that they are color coordinated with the rainbow of the packaging. So you have the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, and then it starts over here. So that's really, really pretty. Nice touch that most people would probably not notice, but I did. They just slide right out, but they're giving me a hard time. Hold on. I'm gonna take the plastic off of them. I do not keep the plastic on the brushes. This brush with the red brush stroke is called the M513 round blender brush. So here is how it looks, and it's very soft. Like it says, it is a rounded blender brush, a little bit more tapered towards the end, so this is not going to give you like a wash of color. It's mostly going to focus into the crease. This is called the M507. This is with the orange brush stroke. So this is a pointed mini blender brush. So this is kind of like the same type of brush like the red one, but this is definitely smaller. So this is going to be great for some detailed work into the crease. Look at me like I know what I'm talking about. Girl, bye. I watch a lot of videos talking about this stuff, so it kind of just clicks with me now. Let's see, I want to go in order. So the next one that has the yellow brush strokes, this is called the M222, that's 3 2s by the way, round crease brush. So this one right here, this seems more of like a buffer brush, so it's more rounded, which would probably be great for like packing shades onto like the outer V part, and maybe, yeah, that's what I see it for. Or maybe like blending out shades on a lower lash line. I am sweating and I just like put the brush, we're not even gonna talk about it. This one has the green brush stroke, and this one is called the M431 Precision Pencil Crease Brush. And this one right here. So this one, they kind of seem the same now that I'm thinking about it. They look very similar. I feel like this is a little bit more fluffier, so it's gonna give a little bit more, I guess, mobility when blending it out. Like you're gonna be able to get more of a blend out of it. This one is a little bit more stiff and densely packed, so you may be able to pack more shades on with a brush like that. I'm trying here. I'm really trying. The one that has the blue brush stroke, and this one is called the M326 Pro Precision Smudger Brush. So this brush right here is definitely smaller, which would be great also for detailed work in the crease, but mostly to smudge like liner and stuff. So great for the lower lash line and great for smudging liner close to the lash line as well. And this would also be great for applying highlighter in that area on the brow bone. This has the purple brush stroke. This one is called the M167 Oval Shadow Brush. I was gonna say shader, but it's the shadow brush. So a brush like this is just great for applying the shades, excuse me, onto the lid, or you can even blend out concealer with a brush like this. So the last brush that has the pink brush stroke, this is the M158 Angle / Liner Spoolie Brush. Is this even focusing? Has it been focusing this whole time? Plastic. Okay, it got stuck for a second. So a brush like this is just great for applying liner on the eyes, or you can use like a pomade if you have one, and you could do your brows with this, and then that's why you have like the spoolie at the end. All right, so what I'm gonna do is go in order, in a line, in a row actually. Do I have any makeup remover wipes? I'm actually gonna put it up on the screen so you guys will know which shade I'm talking about, so I don't have to keep holding it up and risk, okay, dropping this palette. The first shade I'm gonna start off with is Milk, which seems like a matte white. So it does have some pigmentation. I am gonna do another swatch. I'm gonna do 2 of each to see how well they can build up. It's Pride, and Pride seems like a matte orange. Like I said, I don't have my right camera, so it may not pick up right. I am gonna swatch the shades twice. So this is definitely a matte orange, brighter than it seems in the palette. Heart. This seems like a matte pink, like a matte neon pink, a hot pink, something like that. Maybe has a little bit of purple in it. The next shade is called 1978. This is a beautiful duochrome shade, and this looks like a mixture of purple and blue, like a violet type of shade. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love duochrome shades because they shift. They usually have about 2 to 3 different colors in them, and they, in different lighting, they can look like, you know, 2 different shades. Liberation, which looks like another duochrome shade, and it looks like it shifts white, green, and maybe some purple. Maybe some blue too. Oh, my arm. The first row, I didn't bend my arm. These are the shades. Camera, I would appreciate if you would focus. All right, so these are the shades right here. Make sure I dry this off. Don't want any of the shade to catch any of that makeup remover. All right, so the next shade I'm gonna swatch is Stonewall. And one thing I will say about Liberation, Stonewall, and another shade Healing is they seem more like oh, this shade is beautiful. Like, this looks like a wet gold, but these shades seem to have little like specks of glitter. The next shade is called Culture. This seems like a peachy shimmer. I think, I don't know, like it seems like a peachy pink shimmer. The next shade is called #Love Wins, and this seems like a violet. Well, whoa. The next one is called SF. This one seems like it has like a little bit of shimmer to it. It's like a beautiful shade. You're not gonna be able to see the shimmers. I'm gonna just swatch that twice. Alright, so you're not going to be able to see it. This seems like another type of purple, but this one has a little bit more pink, and maybe the other one has like a little bit more of like a blue undertone to it. So the next one I'm swatching is called Rise Up, and this is a stunning royal blue, another shimmer shade as well. Wow, that is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here is the next row up close. This video is taking forever, so I would definitely recommend you grab a snack, grab something to eat. Maybe it'll keep you here the whole video. So the next shade I'm swatching is called Sunlight, and it's definitely, it says what it really is. It's just like a yellow. By the way, my arm is turning red, so this one definitely has to be swatched again. Yeah. Life. And this right here is like a matte red. Wow. That looks more red on the arm than it does in the palette. Like in the palette, it looks like a very deep red, but on here it looks like a true red. and on camera it kind of looks like a red orange. I don't know. Sexuality. This is a hot pink straight off the bat. It's a very, ooh, oh my gosh. Some of these you only need to like swatch them once. Truth. And this one is like a blue purple, like a violet blue, something like that. But you could definitely see the purple, and you could definitely see a little bit of blue. It's more like a purple with a blue undertone. Again, you don't have to do another swatch with a shade like this. These are some pigmented shadows. Oh my gosh, and they feel so smooth to the touch. So the next one I'm gonna swatch is Harmony. This seems like a shimmery blue purple, but this one has more purple, and this one I'm about to swatch has more blue, but you could definitely see the undertones of the shades in them. So this is how they look up close. The next shade is called Healing. This is definitely a yellow gold. It kind of reminds me of Fenty Beauty's Trophy Wife, but in eyeshadow form. Well, Activism. It's a shimmery green. It's like a lime green. I'm gonna swatch that right there. I'm gonna swatch it again actually. Alright. It's like a seafoam green. The next shade is called Make Magic. For a second I thought they said Magic Mike. Sky blue shimmer. It's like ocean blue, not sky blue, like more like ocean. Ocean, sky, whatever you want to call it. They both are blue. Peace. And this is a shimmery blue. This is another beautiful blue. I'm not even going to get into the undertone of it because there's too many blues. Oh, I guess you could call it like an aquamarine blue. Makes me think about that movie Aquamarine. I can't get it out. Forget it. Gilbert. And this is a deep blackberry. That's exactly what it looks like. I'm not even going to lie. It's like a blackberry shade. Thrive. And this right here is like it's like a mustardy color. I've never had a shade like this, which is why I'm extra excited for this. This is going into my crease today. So this right here, no, actually I'm gonna swatch that again. Why did the shade that I want the most on my eyes not swatching right? Oh, okay. So this shade actually needs like 3 swatches. Yeah, it needs 3 swatches. It's a beautiful shade. I can't even explain what it is, but it's like a greenish yellow shade. The next one is called Nature, and it's matte, by the way. This is a matte green, a vibrant green. This would have went perfect with that Kim Possible look that I did. My arm is killing me. Art, and this is a light blue, very light blue. It's like a pale blue, a pale blue, Parade. Did I say that baby blue was called Art? But the next shade is called Parade. This is also a very beautiful shade. This is like a, I'm not even gonna lie, it looks like it has like a mixture of blue, green, I don't really know. And the last one is called NYC, and this looks like a matte black. Yeah, matte black. Wow, that shade is pigmented, but I am gonna swatch. No, I shouldn't have did that. Black shades are usually hard to like really remove from the eye, so I did not. All right, so this is the last row. I got some charge to my good camera, so now we can get started. I'm gonna start off by using the eyeshadow primer in translucent. So this is how the packaging looks, and it says defend your artistry. Go ahead and apply a little bit on the eyes. Wait a minute. It has like a little tint to it. And use my tape on the outer corners of my eyes like I usually do when I do these types of eye looks. So I did find that with the eyeshadow primer, as I was like tapping it down, it was tacky, but it did seem to dry down all the way, but it's not heavy on the lid, which is really good. So the first shade, oh my gosh, can I not talk? First shade I'm gonna go in with is this shade right here, and that is Parade. I'm gonna use the M222 brush and apply it on the outer V. This is like the real test to find out if a shade is like really pigmented, because when using bright colorful shades you always want to use like a white base, or when using a dark colorful shade use a black base. But so far this is pigmented on a clear base, translucent. So the next shade I'm gonna go in with is the shade Art, and I'm gonna use the M13 brush. Yeah, there is some kickback, fallout, whatever you want to call it, in the palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this shade at the top. I'm gonna go in with the black one, NYC, and to deepen this up I am gonna use the M431 brush and just apply it like right there. So I am going to go back in with that buffer brush type of brush and just blend this in. Magic Mike right here. And I'm going to use the M167 brush. Oh my gosh, my lashes are stuck. And I'm going to apply that shade over the lid. So it does pick up really nice on this brush, but it doesn't distribute the product nice because this brush is a little too fluffy. Oh my gosh, it's falling all over. I'm gonna use my finger right quick to just apply it like this. I've been bringing my shades up higher lately so that when I look up you'll be able to see them. I'm just going in with this brush from the BH Cosmetics Rose Gold collection. This brush is not as fluffy, so it'll help me pack down the shade better. This shade called Activism, which is the shimmery green, and I'm gonna apply that shade right here in the center so that there's like a gradient effect. Oh, let me make sure. When doing a gradient effect, you definitely want to make sure that they are blended. The fluffy brush again, which is the M13 brush, M513, this shade right here that I was wanting to use, and apply that shade Thrive above this. I'm trying to use as many shades and as many brushes as I can use. I'm going to use the M507 brush, and I'm going to take that shade Nature, which is that matte green, and apply that in between, like right in here, but I'm not going to take it all the way in. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up the eyes right quick, and I'm going to take the M326 brush, the shade Liberation, which is that beautiful duochrome shadow, and I'm gonna apply that in the inner corner. And one thing I love about shades like this, like Liberation, is it's like usually whatever shade you put it next to, it might also reflect off of that one the way it is now. Now that I have that, I'm gonna go off camera, do the rest of my face. I may even apply lashes off camera, and then I'll come back and do the lower lash line. Alright, so while my lashes are still drying, I have the clear lash glue on it. I'm just gonna tell you guys what I use for the face. So for primer, I use my Too Faced Hangover Primer. For foundation, I actually use the the Marc Jacobs Accomplice Concealer in the shade Medium 39. I actually use that as foundation instead, because when I use this as concealer, it brings up a lot of texture on the skin, but as foundation, it went on really smooth. It was like a shade too light for me to be for it to be foundation, but it still has a good undertone to it. So I use that, and it looks really good as foundation. So if you struggle with this as concealer, try it out as foundation. For bronzer, Before I set my foundation, I actually went in with the Iman Cosmetics Luxury Contour Trio, and I used this shade right here as the bronzer, and as it went on, I blended it out with a brush, and it made it turn into like more of like a cream formula, because that is very powdery, and it gave it more like a natural type of bronzy look. So then I set that with the Ben Nye Luxury Banana Powder. For blush, I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills blush trio in the shade Peachy Love, like my favorite blush trio now, and I used the orange shade Miami. For highlighter, I went in with the Fenty Beauty Mean Money and Hustler Baby highlighter. Of course, my all-time favorite highlighter. You can't go wrong with a Fenty Beauty highlighter, I'm telling you guys. These highlighters are the best. So I went in with Hustler Baby on the face, and then like for the nose, I went in with Mean Money, because that is a very subtle highlighter. So if you have textured skin, you're gonna love like that subtleness of it. For lashes, I went in with the wispy lashes from Ardell that I always use, but instead of going in with the demi ones that are my favorite, I went in with the baby wispies that I have on my eyes. They're still very pretty, but they're more natural, so you'll be able to see the eye look a lot better. So that is what I use. And then for setting spray, I haven't used this one in a while, but I went for the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. That one smells so good. And on the lips, I didn't decide what lipstick I'm going to use yet, but I just went in with the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss, because I just needed something on my lips for now. So now I am going to go in with the palette and do something on this lower lash line. Let's see, what am I going to do? I feel like I didn't set my under eye good enough, but that's okay. For the lower lash line, I think that I am going to take this shade. I think I'm gonna try this Morphe M326 brush and apply, what am I gonna do again? I'm gonna apply the shade Peace right here and focus that on the outer part. And of course, I always connect it up here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take it all the way across the lower lash line. I'm going to take the M431 brush, the shade Nature, and I'm going to apply that right under it. For the last brush, I'm going to use this one, and this is the M507 brush, and I'm going to take that shade Thrive and apply that shade right under it, right under both of the other ones. Let's see, I think I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs, because I have the Marc Jacobs one right here, but I think I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash. I could scream right now. That always happens to me, but I'm not going to touch it yet. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to wipe it off and then come back on camera and we could like be finished. So oh my gosh. To finish off this look with the lips, I did go in with this Maybelline Vivids lipstick in a shade Vibrant Mandarin. I was feeling some color today. Usually I don't do like color on the eyes and color on the lips because it's just over the top, but I was like, you know, let's do it. Okay, so to finish reviewing this stuff, I will say, starting with the eyeshadow primer, I do really like using this. Normally I don't use translucent primers anymore. I just go in with concealer. Again, Jaclyn Hill, you know, I got that from her. So I do really like this. I will say that it got tacky at first. It did dry down, but it was still great for applying shades to the lid. They still stuck to the lid pretty good. I had no problem with this primer, and it applies very thin on the thin and lightweight on the eyes. As for the brushes, I do like these brushes. I think they apply really well. Let me make sure there's no lipstick on my teeth. They pick up product very, very, very well and pack it on. I don't have any problems with the blending. As for this eyeshadow palette, I actually like really love this eyeshadow palette, and these shades in here are absolutely so beautiful. This palette, I hate to kind of say it, but it's definitely gonna replace my Take Me to Brazil palette, because I think I've run that palette into the ground, like when I did my I did the Blues Clues look, and I just like really messed that palette up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.